In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove the front bumper on your Acura MDX. Let's get started. We're going to start by removing this cover, and the way we're going to do it, we're going to be prying up and sliding it out. So we're going to start by popping it out, then we're going to move to the middle, pull up on this, and get it out of the way. Next, we're going to remove these two clips. I'm using a clip puller to get them off. Get the second one, and now we can just pry on this and get it out of the way. Next, we're going to remove these three clips. It's going to be this one, and this one, and we're going to be using the same tool. Now that we have those clips out of the way, we can simply grab this piece and get it out. And slide it out of the way. Now we're going to be removing these 7 clips across the front end of the vehicle. Using the same tool that we used previously, we're going to remove these 3 clips. Next, we're going to remove these 4 clips on this side. Here on the front left, using a 19mm socket, we're going to remove the tire. Remove the tire and do the same on the other side. Next up, we're going to move on to the inner fender well, and we're going to be removing these 3 Phillips screw heads. In this case, I'm using an electric screwdriver. Moving to the opposite side of the vehicle, we're going to be on the inner fender well, removing these 3 Phillips head screws. Moving on to the bottom of the vehicle, we're going to have 2 10mm bolts and 2 clips right on the front of the right of the vehicle. With a 10mm socket, we're going to remove the 2 10mm. Next, we're going to remove the 2 clips. Moving on to the front of the vehicle, we're going to be removing these 4 10mm bolts. In our case, this one's missing. If you have it, there will be a 10mm bolt. Just remove them. Next, we have these 3 clips. Using the same tool, we're going to be removing those. Now we're going to move to this side of the vehicle. There's going to be 2 10mm bolts and 2 clips. We're going to be removing the 10mm bolts. Take them out. Now that we have our clips and bolts out of the way, we can simply just grab the corner of the bumper and pry it out. Do the same on the other side. After prying the corners of the bumper, you should simply grab it in the middle and pull it out. Just like that. Now we're ready to install the bumper. We're going to be sliding it on the top, making sure it goes on the bottom of the headlight on both sides. Gonna start in the middle, Align the holes and start putting all the clips on. Start by putting the center clip to hold the bumper in place. Install the clips, make sure the holes lined up. Install the other two. Moving to the side of the vehicle, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be clipping this onto this plastic bracket. Grab the bumper, slide it over. And clip it in. And we wanna make sure we do the same on the other side. Moving on to the inner fender well, we're gonna be putting the bolts that go over here. And for these, it's the ones that have the flat ends. Simply slide them in and start it by hand. Snug them up. Do the same on the second one. Start it by hand and snug it up. Do the same on this one. Start it by hand. And repeat this process on the other side. After you do the same thing on the opposite side of the fender, we're gonna be installing the bolts that go underneath and the clips. We're gonna start with this corner, grabbing the 10mm bolt that goes here, line it up, and start it by hand. Snug it up. Install the clip, make sure you line up the holes. And now install the 10mm bolt that goes right here. Start it by hand. And snug it up. Now we install this one. Start it by hand and snug it up. Next, we're gonna line up these holes and install the clip. Now install the 10mm bolt that goes here, lined up the holes and start it by hand. Now you're ready to snug it up. Now we're ready to install these 3 clips. Make sure you lined up the holes and push them in. Now install this 10mm bolt. Same way, start it by hand. Snug it up. In our case, this one's broken. The bolt snapped in. If you have it, there's a 10mm bolt that goes there, just like the other 3 holes. In this case, we're gonna line up this one. Start it by hand and snug it up. Now we're ready to install this clip. Line it up, push it in place. Now install the 10mm, start it by hand, and snug it up. Now install this 10mm bolt. Once you have it in place, snug it up. Now we're gonna install this clip. Simply lighten up the hole and push it in place. Now we're gonna install the 10mm bolt that goes right here. Simply start it by hand and snug it up. Now we can install the tire back on. Start your lug nuts by hand. And snug them. Now we're going to torque down our wheel to 80 foot-pounds in a star pattern. And do the same on the other side. Now we can install this piece, slide it in, find out the holes, and install the clips. Line up the hole, and install your clip. Line it, and push it in. Same for this one. Now we install the intake tube. Simply slide it in place, line up the holes, and install the clips. Now we can install this cover. Start in the middle, slide it under the latch, line it up, slide it into place.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.